Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing an Oracle of the Day. You guys can probably hear the rain. It just started, but Lilith wants to come through for the collective, and she told me to go ahead and get started. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope you guys are doing well. And yes, this is going to be a message from Lilith this morning. So let's get into it and see what's going on, what she wants to talk about. It's thundering, if you guys can hear it. Yeah, so let's get into it. She did tell me that she wanted to talk about the portals of change that are opening up for many who align with her energy. These portals of change are leading many people to creating or being involved in new cycles of their destiny. These are cycles that were created through the bonds of magic and different levels of manifestation. So if you have been involved in any kind of magic or manifestation practices where you were actively trying to change your life in dramatic ways possibly, or powerful ways, this reading may resonate for you. Okay? All right, keep in mind it is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, ooh, we have this one. Okay, blinded to pain. All right. Okay, I'm going to get two more of these. We're going to pull by threes, okay? All right. We have revenge. Okay. And we have today for tomorrow. Okay, these cycles of change are dealing with what it is, it's transmuting a lot of this really intense pain from a past cycle. So a lot of you guys are probably children of trauma or have had some very traumatic experiences happen in your life. Perhaps you've been abandoned by people who you thought would never abandon you, or you've lived in serious levels of oppression, serious levels of misery or trauma. Perhaps there's been a lot of physical pain, emotional pain, and things like that. And this can really create these vortexes within us where, you know, we desire an equal kind of, I want to use the term retribution, okay? And this is a normal, natural part of being a human being, okay? When people take from you, when they traumatize you and continually use and abuse you, of course you're going to have this energy, okay? And what I'm feeling here is these cycles of change are coming in to bring you justice, to bring you liberty, to bring you freedom from this cycle, okay? And what's happening is that there is a lot of people who are going to reap what they have sown. The negative energy that you received at their hands is going to return to them by three. Okay, and what's happening is that now you are moving into an energy. We have today for tomorrow. You are moving into the energy of your tomorrow. Those things that you have worked very hard to manifest. Now, you will need to actually have done the work, okay? Not just casted, not just chanted, not just worked with the numbers and things like that, but actually have done the work. And if you haven't started the work, but you've started casting or you're thinking of casting, this is a validation for you to do those things, okay? Because it doesn't matter where you are on your journey, especially if you're aligning with Lilith or you're new to aligning with Lilith, you can too claim this energy. She's offering this energy to you, okay? Just be aware of that. It's already here. It's in this reading. She's here with us now, okay? So this is the energy that we are transmuting, and we are changing into these portals, okay? All right. Let's talk about the actual portals of change here. What are we manifesting? What are we aligning with? Tell me about the particular portals that are opening up. Okay. We have independence. Okay. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Lovely, lovely energy. We have independence. And she's having me lay these in a certain way, and I'll show you I'll show you how they're laying out here. We have a new world. Okay. And we have awake. Okay. She wants me to pull one more on the third one. Okay. We have future. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So on blinded to pain, we have independence. Okay. So I feel like we're going from being trapped and bound to the pain of the past, the pain of trauma. You know, if you resonate with this energy of a traumatic childhood or traumatic situations with people, you know, people really, and I don't want to traumatize or trigger anybody's pain here, but, you know, it can feel very much like a prison, okay, being bound by that. And we're talking about a portal of liberation from that situation. Now, this doesn't mean that there isn't more issues or you won't be dealing with it. What it means is that you are liberated from the chains of it and coming to a level of independence from it. It means it will no longer control your actions. It can still come up. It probably will. Some of these wounds are going to take a lifetime to heal, and that's okay. That's valid. But it will no longer keep you from doing the things that you want to do, okay? It will no longer stand in the way. It will no longer be the voice that keeps you from making the leap. I'm literally seeing people standing on the edge of a cliff, and I feel the presence of Lilith out hovering in the mist in front of them. And she's saying to leap. And she's saying, have faith. I brought you to the edge of this. Do you not think I will catch you? Do you not think I will help you fall? Do you not think I will be there if you do? But what if you don't fall? What if you fly? Have faith either way. I'm going to be there. No matter how this goes, she's going to be there. Because if you fall, there's something at the bottom there for you. People assume that flying is the answer to the leap. And sometimes falling is the answer to the leap because we assume the treasure is in flying. But sometimes the treasure is in the fall. Okay, falling into the truth of ourselves, falling into our humanity, you know, falling into connection with our environment. You know, ascension is different for everybody, okay? And change is different for everybody. So don't assume that when you leap, you'll fly. You may fall, okay? But it doesn't mean you're going to crash and burn. It means that Lilith will be there. Lilith, a dark goddess, will be there to help you fall like a feather. I'm seeing like a feather floating down. And what's at the bottom of that ravine? I'm seeing like a valley. I'm seeing like a kingdom. So perhaps sometimes flying isn't the answer at all, okay? And it feels like with this independence here, it feels like your kingdom, okay? We have revenge and we have a new world, right? It feels very much like a new world where this kind of energy of from a soul level, requiring vengeance, needing vengeance. Sorry if this is covering up the mic. Needing vengeance from that soul level of retribution, you know, from what's been done to you. It's almost like it's satiated because you're entering a new energy where you're moving forward, and the energy that you harbor, the energy you've used, some of you guys may have cut cords, you may have done other things. Know that those things that you have released will be felt. You'll feel the release of it, and you'll walk into that kingdom that's at the bottom of the leap, or the kingdom that exists when you take your flight, okay? However that resonates for you, you're walking into a new world, a portal of a new world. This is where you want to be. This is the place you've been trying to get to. That leap, that place you're trying to leap to, though, it feels risky, okay? Some of you guys are are having a hard time with that. That's what this reading's about. You're having a hard time taking the leap. And, you may have to take the leap more than once, okay? It may be something you have to repetitively do. It may be a change in behavior that you have to start doing on a regular. It's not a normal leap. It's something that is a major change in your life. And you just kind of have to make peace with it. Okay, so we have tomorrow for today, and then we have these two cards here. We have awake and we have future. Okay, so literally you're waking up to the fact that you're living in this future. Some of you guys have casted magic about some kind of future or some kind of manifestation, and I feel like this particular collective that resonates with Lilith's energy needs to really wake up and connect to the fact that you are in this future now. It's not 10 years away. It's now, okay? And I feel very strongly that because of the intensity that a lot of Lilith's children live in, they're not used to lighter energy. They're not used to not being in density all the time. But it's time for her children to start to reap some of the benefits of this deeper work that they've done. Because here's the thing, is that many of Lilith's children are the heavy lifters. Dark goddess energy, shadow workers, like the ones who have gone into the shadow, let's be honest, gone into the shit and done a lot of the work that other beings really don't have the let's say personality to do. We all have our gifts, and some of our gifts are more intense than others. Some of our gifts are strange for a reason, okay? And a lot of us help people who are in the dark. A lot of us resonate with people who are in complete darkness, and that's to help them. That the dark is not a bad thing. We are dark and we are light, but it's time for some of her children to start to reap some of the benefits and healing qualities that come with this shadow work. Okay, we're not meant to stay in density all the time. And I know it feels comfortable. I know it feels natural. I know it's where you want to stay. I know that you don't want to come out into the light, because I'm there with you, like kicking and screaming all the way. I am clinging to my shadow. I don't want to come out in the light. I'm just like you guys, okay? Many of you feel the same way. I get it. I really do, okay? But there was a reading I did recently, and personally, I felt very called out, okay? Sometimes Spirit does some really strange things to get our attention, and they got mine. So here's the thing, is that you can do all the work in the world. You can do all the casting and praying and chanting and whatever it is you do. But that can only bring you so far. And then at some point, you have to leap. You have to jump. You have to do the thing. And you might have to do the thing over and over and over until you reach a certain point where either you fly or you fall. And, your treasure lies at one of those two places or whatever. The next leg of your journey lies at the top or the bottom of that leap. And, that really is where you're at, but it's taking the leap and knowing that no matter where you go from that leap, that, your guides, Lilith, however you resonate, will be there. Okay, they've taken you to this edge, and a lot of you have made a lot of progress. And you may not really think about how much progress you've really made, and it's time for you to do that. It's time for you to sit and look at your life. The other day I did it wasn't a stoned oracle, it was a wake and bake, where I talked about and I asked the question, what do you see shifting in your life? And I think that's a good question to ask you guys. What do you see changing? How have you changed? How have you grown? When you really look at the things in your life that have changed, I think you can see how far you've really come. It makes the leap easier, and maybe it will help it make sense. Okay, some of you guys, your guides, Lilith, your whatever you resonate with, is frustrated. There's frustration here. because there is almost a refusal to move. And I understand that it's because there's a loss of the familiar, and it's a walk through a realm of change. And it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to have to face some things about yourself, probably over and over and over. And, it may be that way for a while. Just understand it's okay and valid to feel uncomfortable. It's okay and valid to be afraid, okay? But do not allow the fear of the unknown to keep you locked in a situation where you can't grow, okay? Because you deserve to be in a situation where you can grow and become the person that you want to be and live the life that you want to, because that's really where this journey takes you, to the experiences you want to have and the life you want to live, okay? It really is about you. It really and truly is. And I think it's good to kind of bring the focus back to those things that you, especially if you've casted, I'm sorry, my tongue's very heavy. If you've casted magic or you've prayed or whatever you've done, it's really important for you to think about those things. We often say, cast your magic, etc., and then, walk away and just let it do its thing. But every now and then it's good to kind of reflect, like, hey, what did I do? What did I want? What did I cast on? Reflect on what you're doing, like what you're working at. Become aware of how a lot of times the magic is playing out in your life that you casted, and you may not even really recall exactly what you casted. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've done a lot of spell work, you know what I'm talking about. Like there's that magical thing that happens, and you start acting in ways that align with the magic that you casted like 6 months ago, and things start manifesting, and you're like, but I'm doing these things, and I didn't really remember specifically what I did there, but I'm doing it, and my life is aligning with it. So those kind of like connections are real powerful, because then you kind of level up to a degree. Things kind of start picking up for you. So I feel like there's a lot of connections coming in for this collective as well. And I feel like it's really important just to be open to that. Be open to like new awarenesses of how things are shifting in your life and how things are beginning to manifest, okay? But whatever your psychic hit or you're being guided to do, and you're having like a hard time getting going with that, you guys, just do it, okay? Just do it. If it's safe, sane, consensual, and a logical, reasonable thing, and you're just uncomfortable with it, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Look at me. I just did it. I got on camera. That's my thing. That's my thing. I have a problem, It's not so much that I'm triggered by it anymore. It's just new. It's a new thing, me being on camera, okay? So it's a new thing I'm having to adapt to, and here I am. I'm adapting, okay? Thunder. So, Lilith wanted me to come on camera and do this reading and tell you guys that whatever you're being guided to do, you need to do, okay? Stop resisting the change. Allow the change to flow for you. Allow it to work for you. Holding on to it and resisting it is you're resisting the magic. You're resisting the change, okay? They can't bring in and manifest the magic without the magical mix, and you are part of the magical mix. No matter how much potions and spell work and shit you throw on your magic, if you don't do that action and release it, it can't happen, okay? So do the damn thing, all right? Okay, guys, that's what I got for you today. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.